Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be making this fabulous whipped sugar scrub. It's a very easy recipe that uses only 3 ingredients and you can make it if you follow the instructions in this video. So let's get started. Our first ingredient is a foaming bath butter or OPC. This one here comes from Stevenson in this very practical container, so it's very easy to work with. You can find the link down in the description box below. A foaming bath butter is a unique and versatile cosmetic base with many luxurious bath and body care applications. It is predominantly used to make foaming whipped soaps and whipped scrubs. The base is made from mild surfactants that create a rich lather and is also rich in glycerine for extra hydration. I like to chop the foaming bath butter into small cubes, so it's going to be easier for me to whip it. Our next ingredient is shea butter. This is the unrefined version, but you can use the refined version as well. Shea butter has a high concentration of fatty acids and vitamins and therefore makes it an ideal cosmetic ingredient for softening skin. Shea butter also has anti-inflammatory and healing properties. So we want to chop it up in small pieces as well and add it to our foaming bath butter. The next step is to get these 2 ingredients whipped to a nice and fluffy consistency. And to do this, you will need a mixer that has some whisks that are quite sturdy, as you can see here. The reason for this is because, especially at the beginning of this process, the ingredients are still relatively hard, and if you are using whisks that are too flimsy, chances are that they are going to break. The beginning of the whipping and the mixing here is the most difficult part, really, because the ingredients are still quite chunky, but you will see as you move along that the mixture is getting more manageable and more fluffy. Also, you will see that it will increase in volume. I just want to bring to your attention that I have an Amazon store linked down in the description box where you can find all these tools and ingredients that I'm using. Feel free to check it out if you want to. I'm going to check the mixture by using my spatula to scrape off the mixture from the sides of the jug here, and as you can see, there are some chunks of shea butter that are not completely mixed in well, and it's not a problem. You just take your mixer, you continue to whip until you see that the entire batter is completely homogenized. Also, the fact of whipping will incorporate more air into your mixture, making it very fluffy and airy. This is something that is fantastic for this type of product anyway. There are also other videos and projects of whipped sugar scrubs here on my channel using the very same recipe, and you can find this particular recipe here, of course, down in the description box below. Let's have a look how our scrub turned out now after this additional mixing. We grab our spatula to have a look, and it looks very nice. You see the fluffy whipped consistency, and this is actually a whipped soap now. It's a whipped soap that you could use as is with the addition of shea butter, which is absolutely great. It looks fantastic. The next step is, of course, an optional step, but in my case I'm going to add some colorant to my scrub, and this is a mica. I get my mica from a company called You Make It Up, and this particular one is called Fantasia Pink. Absolutely lovely, but I will leave also a link in the description box where you can find some good micas on Amazon. I'm going to give it a good blend so that the entire mixture has a uniform color. Now you want to have a look if you're happy with the coloration that you have. In my case, I wanted to have it a little bit stronger. And I know I keep repeating this, but some people are new to the channel, and I just want to bring attention to the fact that it's always good to add your colorant step by step to your product, whether it is a skincare product or a soap, because you can always add color, but you can never take it back. So you just want to make sure that everything is really nice and well blended in. I'm going also to take the spatula to scrape everything off the sides of the container so that I'm sure that everything is well incorporated. And this is how it turns out after the coloring. It's a nice pink and I absolutely love it. Now I'm going to add the fragrance oil. And of course you can check it out in the recipe down below how much you can use, but also make sure you check it with your supplier because it can vary from one fragrance oil to the other how much you want to add to your mixture. And now I'm giving it a blend again just to make sure that the fragrance is well incorporated. Now we are definitely ready for our main ingredient. I'm talking about the sugar. And as you can see, this is just very normal, regular, store-bought refined sugar. I know it's usually not a good ingredient in terms of nutritional value, but let me assure you it is absolutely great in skincare products. Sugar granules are rounder and less abrasive than salt, making them a gentler exfoliant. It breaks down layers of dead skin and smooths the skin's surface. It also speeds up rehydration, keeping the skin conditioned and moisturized. So what I'm doing here, I'm just gently folding the sugar into the mixture until I see that everything is very well combined. At this point, you could also take out your mixer and give it an additional whiz, just to make sure that everything is really nicely blended. I'm really happy with the result, so we are ready to transfer our mixture into the piping bag. I like to prepare my piping bag beforehand, and if you want to see how I do that, I have another video that I will link here in the right hand corner, where I go over some tips in regards to piping and so forth. But you just want to make sure that you don't fill the bag to the top because it's a heavy mixture and you want to be able to still manage it. I have some cute containers that I got here that I will use for this Valentine's Day special. Then I just squeeze the mixture towards the piping tip and then I squeeze hard. You can see this is a French piping tip and I just squeeze. It's not as easy as with soap, so you have to squeeze really hard, but it's still manageable and I think it looks really cute. This is another size of container, a little bit smaller, and then you will see how I'm going to decorate it in just a minute. By the way, I also have some other sugar scrub projects here on my channel. As you can see in the image here, different styles, variations, and with different fragrances and so forth. So if you want to go and check those out, I will leave a link here in the right hand corner. I also had some pink aluminum tins that I thought would be absolutely pretty as a variation here for this project, also to show you different possibilities how you can package the sugar scrub. This is again one of the bigger cups that I'm going to be making for the Valentine's Day specials. And I think the French piping really looks great. And for those who follow me on my channel, you maybe remember that I made a Valentine's Day soap cupcake project and I used some heart embeds on top. These are the same as I used for that project with some glitter on top. I think they look really pretty. and they are a great addition to this scrub. Also very nice fitting to the theme. And I'm going to add it, of course, also to these small aluminum tins. I'm going to add the lid to these containers as well, so everything comes together very beautifully. You could also add a label to these sugar scrubs. In fact, I designed some labels for scrubs, bath melts and soap cupcakes, as well as Happy Valentine. For the members of my Buy Me a Coffee page, they can just go there and download it if they want to. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're interested in more skincare DIY or soap making creations, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I see you very soon around here for another video, and in the meantime, I wish you a wonderful day. Bye bye!